Hi, folks. Welcome to Templo de Medusa. My name is Kelly. I'm the face and creatrix behind Templo de Medusa. Here, I'm offering tarot readings and some articles and hints about the underworld, the symbols, and meaning making. Uh, There are already 21 articles, more or less, uploaded in Instagram and in Templo de Medusa blog in three languages: Portuguese, English, and Spanish. And I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Since I started this project last July, it has been a real honor to share this knowledge with you guys and get your responses. Has been a very life-changing experience. The Templo de Medusa, it's about the cult of the dark goddess. I have written an article here called Reflection on the Medusa's archetype, where you guys can have some idea how I work and what's my approach of the myth is about. Uh, but I guess would be interesting to tell you guys a little bit about my background and what I'm offering here. First of all, my material physical background is in history, anthropology, literature, arts, philosophy, where I can give you some solid evidence based material and reflection on the subjects here. And it's not that I'm making everything up, it's on books, on my reflection on the books I read about those themes. Um, and a little bit about my spiritual background. I grew up in a very religious country with a very rich syncretism in religion and in culture. In Brazil, I studied in a spiritist school, so I read all books from Allan Kardec and learned a lot about this doctrine. So, since the early age, the whole underworld and otherworld across the veil has been always possible. We can dialogue with them. They work in a very different time lapse as from us, and they are good and bad. They can help us, we can help them, and that's a very important concept that I grew up with. And later on, I got in touch with the hedge witchcraft, where everything made sense. And that again talks about that other world, the world we can't see, is possible. We can talk with them. The trees, the rivers, the mountains, they speak with us. The plants can be our allies. We have entities living in those territories, in those places. And I guess spiritism and hedge witchcraft has always been a primitive and early version of active imagination. How we can get get in touch with our collective unconscious, with our unconscious, and do our work. Those figures are inside of us, inside our psyche. And what I think it's very interesting about the Jungian psychology is that the numinous aspect, that we need to pay reverence and acknowledge that it's something bigger and superior than us. It doesn't matter if God exists or not. What matters is that this image is tattooed in our psyche. And through this image, this imago Dei, through this image, we can get to the divine aspect of life, to get in touch with the self, with the capital letter. So those three main theories in religion can talk about us, the contact with this other world, and that can help us to deal with dualities, with the good and bad, with the earth, the world, and the underworld. And we can take the gold from that, from establishing this dialogue in between those worlds. Going to the underworld has its difficulty, but we can rise up with the Promethean fire if we are willing to. And the change we make in ourselves in this level can help the whole society and world, as we are connected with one another, like the unus mundus concept of Jung, and to get in touch with this reverence, this sacred aspect of life. It's very interesting. That's where the tarot cards enter. Every people who is willing to work with the tarot, they have a question. They are lost somehow, and or they are facing some choices to make. So the tarot would work as a transcendent factor. I have written as well one article about this if you guys want to have a look. And the tarot as a tool, a powerful tool to help us to make decisions. And it's a very beautiful tool, full of symbols and energy. And it's a history to help us to get to our full, complete, whole selves. Even though we can be facing some painful and difficult periods of our lives. So, if you guys have any reflection and you would like to share, I would be very pleased to have a chat with you. If you are willing to work with me, and if you are used to this kind of approach, get in touch and we can see how it goes. You can get in touch with me by direct in Instagram or by email. So I hope you guys liked the video, and if so, spread the word and see you next time.